I am Tommy Davidson, comedian, actor, entertainer.
Go ahead and share your favorite joke.
Well, my favorite joke, I don't know if I could tell it on camera, but... Nah, I ain't gonna tell it, because it's YouTube, so I don't want it difficult.
Alright.
But you said my first joke.
First joke, that's it, yeah.
You said my first
great.
joke.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, so let me describe to you what happened, all right?
Okay.
How I got into comedy, because this is the truth. Now, a friend of mine named Howard, he's my boy from, like, I was 8 years old, you know, and Howard was, like, poor. Howard had 9 brothers and sisters. They had moving blankets on their bed. That's how poor they were. One time for Christmas, he got 3 of those little green army men and an orange in a paper bag. I remember my mother made me give him one of my Christmas presents. I was like, what are you, crazy? I didn't get it then, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So Howard was a character. I gave him a purple jumpsuit, Jackson 5 jumpsuit. This is how wild Howard was. I gave him that after I performed for the school, and he never took it off. He used to pee in the bed, so he had pee stains all in it. Then he had a little wine sack that he found in the trash can. So he had a little wine sack filled with Kool-Aid, pee stains, and a purple jumpsuit. So that's Howard. Okay. So years later, Howard, I'm working at a hotel. I finally got a job as an assistant chef, so I'm like happy. You know, I busted my butt at a hospital for years, you know, working in the kitchen, and I worked at, you know, I finally get this job. And I called Howard, and I said, Howard, I got a new job, I'm an assistant chef. And Howard was like, you stupid. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, you stupid, man, you stupid. I said, what are you talking about? He said, you're the funniest person I ever met in my entire life. He said, Eddie Murphy, and at the time, wasn't nobody out. It was just Eddie Murphy and maybe Sinbad, you know. And he said, you're funnier than all of them. You'll rip that up. You can do movies. He said, you'll be the best, you know. I was like, yeah, okay. Because I always wanted to be a musician. I always wanted to be a singer, keyboard player, you know, bass player. That's what I wanted to do. So he worked at a strip club in the worst part of D.C. Okay, I'm talking about, it was bad. But his band played there on the weekends. So he called me like on a Friday, and he said, look, come down to the club. I talked the manager into letting you go on stage for 10 minutes, you know. And I was like, all right, you know, because he pressed me about it for like a year. So I took my little Datsun B210, which I had the rope on the hood, because when you drive in the hood come up. I'm serious. And it also had a, well anyway, about the damn car. But I get down there, I go on stage, go on stage, and I got all these dudes looking, and I said, what am I supposed to do? You know? He said, just say something. Just say something. Just open your mouth. You know? And I went on stage, and I was looking at him like something out of a movie. I was looking at him, he's like, say something, you know? So this is my first joke, and it wasn't really even a joke. You know, but I tried to make it a joke, but it was the truth. You know, I was like, hi, my name is Tommy Davidson, how y'all doing? They were like, yeah, what's up, man? What's up, fool? Hey, what you doing up here, nigga? Blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, you know, I had kind of a rough growing up. You know, we had a lot of roaches. Like, we had roaches, they would get in eczema. I mean, we had roaches everywhere. And so my mother told us one weekend, if y'all clean the damn kitchen up, we wouldn't have no, you know, goddamn roaches. You know, so that Friday, she made us clean up from Friday all day. This is summertime. All day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. So Monday we didn't have no roaches in the kitchen. But they started to eat our couch. Well, they laughed. That was my first joke. And they died laughing, and I've been telling comedy ever since. I never stopped from that day. I never stopped from that day. I just started riffing on people. It's almost like it was waiting all my life, you know, just to put the mic in my hand. That's how I started.
Wow. Do you still play with music at all?
Yeah, here and there. You know, I want to mess with some real music. You know? So I've been working for years on my music, but it's just one of those things that's not going to be ready till it is. and I'm not really really pressed. Like, oh man, I gotta really get my demo out. I gotta go on YouTube and put some of my tunes out. You know what I mean? And the more hits I get, the more I start tweeting, twatter. What's it called? Twitter.
Tweet. Yeah, Twitter. Tweeting.
Yeah, I start twitting. You know, I can tweet, and then my tweet will get up. You know, and then I can YouTube, and then I can Facebook. You know, and I can put my little track on the Facebook, and they'll hit me. You know, and I can tweet, and I get poked. You know, and all that, and then. But I'm just like, you know what? I'm the old-fashioned route. You know, when the time is right, you know, I got a lot of songs built up. The time will come. You know, I don't know how it's going to happen, but I didn't know how comedy was going to happen. I just kept doing it. So, and I want the kind of album that lasts through time. Like you can listen to, let me see the group Today. You remember them? No. Troop. Yeah, kind of. You know. Carl Carlton.
Yeah.
Okay. A little bit. You know. But when you talk about Carole King's Tapestry album, or you talk about Fleetwood Mac's Rumors, or you talk about Earth, Wind and Fire's That's the Way of the World, or Stevie Wonder's Sounds of the Key of Life, or Inner Visions, you know, you're talking about solid music legacy that goes on from year to year.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm looking to do. There's no guarantee in that, but I know the key to the success of those pieces of music was they gave it all they had. They gave it everything they got in every song on the album. You know. So that's what the goal is on a music tip.
Very